Guys, in this project, we are going to be repairing a Maytag Centennial dryer. This dryer has quit heating, and of course, instead of going out and buying a new dryer, I will be just simply replacing the components that are responsible for this dryer heating. Of course, you can get these on Amazon, and I will put a link down in the description below of this video. It's a very simple process, and it can save you a significant amount of money, on repairs. If you do it yourself, you can save yourself a whole lot of money. You can see here that I have the kit laid out. Now, you can buy just the individual components, but I looked at the price difference, and with the age of this dryer and everything, I simply decided to get the entire kit, and that way I can replace the heating elements as well as all of the thermostats and things like that, and that way we should be good to go for quite some time with this machine. Of course, the first step of the process is to make sure that you unplug it, and then once we do that, we're going to be pulling the back off of the dryer. It's just a series of screws all the way around, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay guys, I've just laid this down on its side just to make it a little easier for me to reach some of these components, and this is also a good time for you to clean the dryer out if you're going to get this far into it. Take it on apart and go ahead, vacuum everything out. Make sure there's no lint built up down in your dryer, and just get all the internals good and clean. You can see here, this is our heating element. We do have the thermostat as well as the overloads and things like that, the thermal overloads. All right here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to begin the process of removing the factory items and replacing them with the new ones. And of course, all you have to do literally is just unplug these. I mean, it's very easy to replace these. It is something that you can do yourself. You do see the heating elements right here, which I don't know that this heating element is bad. However, the new one did come in the kit, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace it just due to the age of this unit, and that way we will hopefully get many years more of service. Okay guys, I want to show you something very particular on the part of the way that this wires in. I want you to notice the original here, and you will see that of course one wire goes on to this, and you need to note that this piece here does have a section that will clip over the other lead that goes and feeds power to the heating elements. Okay, this is maybe kind of hard to see in the camera. Let me just see if I can zoom in a little more there, and you can see that there is basically a bar that comes over and that clips onto this heating element. Now the new one, very similar. As you can see here, what I will do when I slip this into place is I will make sure that I land this onto the heating element just like the original, and that way if you don't do that, it will not work properly. Just to show you guys, you can see that I have now got this put in place. I do have it connected properly to the heating elements, and now the only thing that I have to do is to reconnect the wiring and install this portion of it, and then that much of it will be done. Moving on, I've now got these two wires removed from one of the thermal fuses. They just pull right off. Now I just need to remove this single screw here, and it will be ready to come off as well. Hook our wires back up now that we've got the new one installed, just like that. Now we're going to move down to here, and I hadn't showed you the new heater and the relay for it. You can see that it is now installed. We're going to go ahead and get these replaced as well, and that is going to be all of the parts that come in this kit. And I'm sure that I could have gone through here with a meter and simply found the exact component that had failed, but as I'd mentioned earlier, guys, with the age of this, I decided to go ahead and just replace everything. Plus there was not that big of a cost difference between buying the complete kit and buying individual components. So this way I should have the problem solved, which we will find out very shortly. Okay guys, I wanted to take a minute here just to show you some of the process of what I'm doing, which you can do this. I know there's a lot of folks out there that get intimidated when it comes to doing something like this. You know, it's very easy, guys. Most of these components, it's just a single screw that holds them in, and then I'm simply swapping them wire for wire. Okay, I mean, this is a project that anyone can do. I mean, if you have just some basic skills, this is nothing that you should be concerned about. You know, it's a great way to save yourself a lot of money. And you know, and especially in these days, guys, I know everybody's getting hit with the hard economic times, and this is just one way that you can save yourself a lot of money on hiring someone to do this. You know, if you've ever hired an appliance repairman, you know they're not cheap. Or buying a new appliance, you know, that's just how it is. And if you buy a used one, you may just be buying someone else's problem. And just to show you on the heater, and this is why I wanted to go ahead and replace it, this heating element may still be working. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it did, but you can see that it has quite a bit of age on it, and eventually it's going to burn out. So buying the new kit will eliminate that problem, and then just replacing everything in here should help me to not have to worry about this for a while. And again, guys, you know, I've got the new part here in place. I've got the old one here in my hand, and I'm literally just going to take one wire off at a time and plug it onto the new one, and that way I don't have to worry about getting anything mixed up. Guys, we've got the dryer back running, and it is getting hot. So very obvious that it is now working. We've had it running for a few minutes now just to check to make sure that everything is okay. And I do believe that our problem is now fixed. Anyways, guys, I will leave a link to the parts kit down in the description below to where you can pick it up on Amazon. It's very affordable, guys, and I went ahead and just bought the full kit. That way, change everything and be done with it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.